Welcome to our exploration of hysteria and conversion disorder. These conditions, though often misunderstood, reveal much about the intricate connection between mind and body. Let's delve into this fascinating topic together. Imagine Anna, 32 years old. One morning she wakes up and can't move one of her legs. She goes to the emergency room. Doctors run tests, blood work, scans, neurological exams, and everything comes back normal. But the leg still doesn't move. She's not faking, and it's not her imagination. Anna truly cannot walk, yet physically there is nothing wrong. This is a classic example of what was historically called hysteria. Today, in clinical terms, we refer to it more accurately as a conversion disorder, a psychosomatic condition in which psychological distress manifests through physical symptoms, often dramatic, but without an identifiable organic cause. The body has its own language, often speaking when words fail us. Conversion disorder is a testament to how deeply our emotions can influence our physical state. Through understanding and empathy, we can begin to decode these messages and offer the right support. Hysteria is not an imaginary illness. It is a real reaction to a deep psychological conflict, often unconscious. In those affected intense emotions, fear, anger, guilt, trauma don't find a direct path to expression. So instead they become physical symptoms: paralysis, blindness, seizures, loss of speech, chronic pain. The body becomes the stage for psychic pain, an unconscious theatre in which the mind enacts what it cannot say. Hysteria has a rich and complex history, dating back centuries. In ancient times it was often misunderstood and misdiagnosed, with many attributing it to supernatural causes. Over the years, our understanding has evolved, yet the stigma still lingers. Today we recognize it as a manifestation of deep psychological distress, deserving of empathy and proper care. The idea of hysteria has very ancient roots. In ancient Greece, it was thought to be caused by the uterus, hystera, hence the name, and was believed to affect only women. In the Middle Ages, it was often confused with demonic possession or witchcraft. But it wasn't until the late 19th century that hysteria began to be studied scientifically, thanks to doctors like Jean-Martin Charcot and Sigmund Freud. Freud, observing many of his patients with unexplained symptoms, proposed a revolutionary idea. These symptoms were not fake nor caused by physical damage, but were symbolic expressions of unconscious conflicts. This laid the foundation for psychoanalysis. All right, let's dive into the symptoms and treatment options for conversion disorder. Conversion disorder may include sudden paralysis or loss of muscle strength, temporary blindness or deafness, tremors, or non-epileptic seizures, loss of voice, also known as aphonia, and loss of sensation in body parts. These symptoms often appear after intense stress or emotional trauma, and they can severely affect daily life. Today, treatment is multidisciplinary. Psychotherapy is essential, particularly psychodynamic or cognitive behavioral therapy. It's important to rule out physical causes, but also to avoid saying, "it's all in your head." In some cases, medical or pharmacological support may be used alongside therapy. Above all, the person must feel heard and validated, not judged or dismissed. And so, as we wrap up, it's clear that understanding and empathy are key to addressing hysteria and conversion disorder. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Hysteria teaches us that the mind and body are deeply connected. When we can't express our emotional pain with words, the body will do it for us. Healing begins by listening to, understanding, and giving meaning to the message the body has shouted on our behalf.